Hey everyone, and welcome on this Microsoft Flight Simulator pre-test or FS 2020 for old friends. The simulation does not yet support VR. The first VR version that will be released will be Windows Mixed Reality only with the HP Reverb G2, and thereafter the other headsets and platforms. Today I will only share with you my impressions on a screen. Let's get started! Very first impressions, another software of more than 100 GB. Then, what first hit me? Well, it's a lack of VR. And yeah, I had forgotten how it was on the screen and I don't really like it anymore. In exterior view, it's pretty, but in cockpit, it's horrible. Can't wait to dive into it with a VR headset. I had to get used to it, but on the flat screen, the flight simulation is no longer for me. But I was still able to do some tests flying. The simulation models the entire planet, which is not new on Flight Sim. What is, however, is to download the details of the landscape as you progress into the world. It is therefore necessary to have a decent internet connection, although it is possible to download in advance the areas of your choice. About the GPU performance, with a 1080 Ti, I recorded most of what you see on the screen in ultra mode, but lowering the anti-aliasing in FXAA because it's the least demanding anti-aliasing, but since the last patch, when I used TAA, it ran decent and it's great. No need to say that running this on VR on a Pimax in a wide field of view is not going to be an easy task. Maybe with the AK Plus in 75Hz mode with some smart smoothing activated. The game, or the simulation, call it what you want, offers a free mode where you can choose any place on the planet or airport to visit, and if the multiplayer is activated, you will be able to meet the other pilots. A challenge mode with landings using different planes and with many flight conditions and routes to be completed. It's quite interesting with its scoreboard, and it makes you travel all around the world while trying out all the types of planes available. I have not yet checked all the available modes. Some are already well advanced, but I will tell you about them in the video about this title in VR, which leaves times for the community to come out and me to discover them. Especially since a patch was also released shortly before the publication on this video, which improved performance, at least at home, because some say it don't. And there is surely room for some more fixes and additions. And the learning mode is also there to allow you to familiarize yourself with piloting and navigation. Being available for more than a month when this video is out, I don't think it's necessary to remind that it's pretty and it's quite well modelized. So the question that everyone asks is, am I going to see my house? Well, mine, yes. It's of course not reproduced correctly, recognize the streets, and I was able to easily redo the journey coming from the college of one of my sons. Here is the school. I must admit that modeling is quite good for a small village of 1,400 souls. But what is lacking in the countryside is what we can see from afar in this kind of villages. It's the church tower, which is absent and allows you to easily find your way around. We can see here the shadow cast by the absence of the bell tower. Because yes, we literally fly on the map, which is filled with 3D models. Big cities are, as you have already seen everywhere else, beautifully rendered day and night, especially thanks to the photogrammetry they benefit from. Here, the engine did not know what to do with this aircraft. Finally, what is missing the most at the moment, apart from the VR, are the helicopters, and this will allow you to enjoy the details and complexity of the cities even better. Helicopter challenge will be cool. And yes, in VR of course. Why do I think about it then? Well, first feeling, the lack of VR. Piloting on the flat screen, it's really not great, but it's only a matter of time. The last opus having lasted almost 15 years, this one has many years ahead of it. I'm not a pro like some, but let's say I have been interested in this kind of titles for a few years. So for me, we are still evolving, no problem. Only the VR and possibly the graphic card to run it are missing. I think the flight model is not bad at all. We get started easy with on planes and we can feel the turbulences. A long time ago I used to fly with a Sidewinder force feedback, and even if many find it gadget, I loved it. And with my X52, I miss it. I wonder if people saying it's not good think it's only rubbling. Otherwise, since all the buttons are functional in the cockpit, it shouldn't be complicated to make in VR interactive to pilot with your VR controllers. It's nice, complete, multiplayer, has a lot of room for a whole bunch of mods and add-ons. It can be found on some key resale website for less than €45 and on Steam and the Microsoft Store at $69.99. That will be everything for this pre-test of Microsoft Flight Simulator without VR. As soon as the VR compatible with Steam tracking is released, I will review it, so don't forget to subscribe and like this video if you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching until the end. Fly safe. Bye!